some of the defendants had said that they were prepared for the worst prior today, suggesting that they weren't particularly optimistic about what was going to happen. But all 9 were found guilty of public nuisance related charges. Of the main 3 defendants, academics Benny Tai and Chan Kin Man, as well as Reverend Ju Yew Ming, were also found guilty of conspiring to cause public nuisance. Earlier, Judge Johnny Chan said that although Hong Kong does recognize civil disobedience, that can't be used as a defense for criminal charges. Now, a lot of the demonstrators that were out here this morning have disbanded now, but immediately after the verdict, the pro-democracy demonstrators certainly were noticeably quiet than they were this morning, and were obviously very deflated by the outcome. There was also nearby a group of pro-establishment demonstrators that had to be kept separate by the police, and they were singing and chanting and obviously very pleased with the outcome today. But certainly there will be a lot of people saying that this is all part of a pattern that has continued, a campaign, if you like, to suppress the pro-democracy movement ever since those umbrella protests in 2014.
So what impact will this all have for pan-democrat lawmakers?
Well, yeah, that's an interesting situation. This guilty verdict carries with it, can carry with it, as you mentioned, a possible jail term of 7 years. We don't know what the sentencing is. That's going to be announced on a different day. But that does certainly cause some potential problems for pan-democrat lawmakers. 2 of the defendants are pro-democracy legislators, Tanya Chan and Siu Ka-chun. And if they are sentenced to more than 1 month, they could potentially lose their seats in LegCo. And that is obviously going to suppress pro-democracy voices potentially in the legislature. But regardless of the outcome today, I mentioned earlier this morning that the pro-democracy movement does need to change. There are a lot of people in Hong Kong that are tired of all the activism and feel that everything that is being done is somewhat futile, and that they also haven't managed to capitalize on the government's failure to address real problems like the housing shortage and the income gap in Hong Kong.